In 1952, Jewish couple Bert and Mitzi Fabelman take their young child Sammy to his most memorable film, Cecil B. DeMille's The Best Show on the Planet. Stunned by a scene including a train crash, Sammy requests a model set for Hanukkah, which he crashes late one evening. Mitzi, figuring out Sammy's goals, permits him to shoot another accident scene utilizing Bert's 8mm camera. Before long, Sammy starts recording consistently, including his sisters Reggie, Natalie, and Lisa in his shoots. After Bert gets a new position, he and his family, alongside his closest companion and colleague Benny Lowy, moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Years after the fact, a now-teen Sammy keeps making films with his companions in a scout troop, during which he starts using after-creation impacts and in this manner procures an identification in photography. Afterward, the Fabelmans, including Benny, go on a setting-up camp outing with Sammy catching film of their excursion. Presently a while later, Mitzi's mom passes on, leaving her particularly troubled. Giving him film-altering gear, Bert suggests that Sammy ought to transform the setting-up camp outing film into a film to present to Mitzi with an end goal to encourage her. Sammy objects over the planning of his next film, yet Bert, who views Sammy's enthusiasm for film as just a side interest, contends that the home video is more significant. The following morning, the Fabelmans get an unexpected visit from Mitzi's uncle Boris, a previous lion tamer and film specialist. That evening, he talks with Sammy about undermining his family with his craft, letting him know that the two perspectives will keep on being in conflict with each other. After Boris leaves, Sammy starts altering the setting-up camp outing film, during which he sees proof of Mitzi having a two-faced illicit relationship with Benny, crushing him. Following a long time of cold treatment towards her and Benny, Sammy and Mitzi get into a warmed contention during which she slaps Sammy on the back, swelling him. Distressed at the maltreatment, Sammy at long last shows Mitzi the ordered film of her and Benny, however he vows to stay quiet about it between them. Bert gets an advancement at work, requiring his family to move with him to Northern California. To safeguard their marriage, Benny stays in Phoenix, yet not prior to giving Sammy another film camera. However, Sammy, actually upset over his undertaking, vows to never utilize it. Not long after showing up in their new area and school, Sammy becomes focused on by understudies Logan and Chad, who demand hostile to Semitic maltreatment towards him. At some point, Sammy experiences Logan kissing a young lady in the lobby, and when he illuminates Logan's sweetheart Claudia about it, Logan thumps Sammy up and compromises him to let Claudia know that he lied. The following day, while conversing with Claudia and her sincerely Christian companion Monica, the last option shows interest in Sammy and welcomes him to her home, where he has his most memorable kiss. While eating with the Fabelmans, Monica recommends that Sammy film their senior skip day at the oceanside, something Sammy considers and in the end acknowledges to do after Monica illuminates him that her father possesses a 16mm camera that he'd allow him to utilize. After at long last moving from a rental to their recently bought home, Mitzi and Bert declare their goal to separate because of Mitzi being not able to avoid Benny, leaving their youngsters, save for Sammy, sorrowful. At prom, Sammy announces his adoration for Monica and requests that she follow him to Hollywood after secondary school. Unfit to discard her own life's arrangements, Monica says a final farewell to Sammy. The senior skip day film is played before Sammy's friends, and however he can't force himself to watch it, it gets an upbeat reaction. Logan defies Sammy in confidential about his positive depiction in the film, and Sammy says he simply needed to make a decent film and be dealt with generous, and the two arrive at a comprehension. The next morning, Mitzi and Sammy discuss their future together, and Mitzi says that similar as how she can't surrender her adoration for Benny, she lets him know that he shouldn't surrender his affection for filmmaking. The next year, Sammy is living with Bert in Hollywood. Unfit to look for a decent job in the field, Sammy is thinking about exiting school due to detesting the climate as well as his flatmate, yet Bert, hesitantly tolerating his child's energy, advises him to keep on his way in the event that it fulfills him. Sammy at long last gets a letter from CBS, who offer him work on the series Hogan's Legends. Realizing that Sammy is more keen on filmmaking, an organization leader welcomes Sammy to meet movie chief John Portage, one of his most prominent filmmaking impacts, who offers Sammy a few brief pointers about outlining. Recently animated, Sammy strolls through the Fundamental Pictures studio backlit.